Hey y'all, it's Barbara here, and I'm stepping out today, and I actually did my hair and makeup, so I thought, hey, maybe I should do a video so they can see what I look like when I'm not gross and sweaty. Anyway, so it is Barbara here. I'm going to give an update on a couple of things. So, had my second hypnosis on Thursday. Really quite amazing. In 1 week, I lost 5.8 pounds. And I wasn't even trying. I mean, it just was making the right choices, and making the right choices was not even difficult, which is just mind blowing for me because that is not what my norm has ever been. So super awesome. Second, I wanted to start more of a blog of other things, or vlog, I guess I should say, of other things to talk about. And so I'm going to start that now. One thing that I wanted to talk about was going through menopause. Okay. I am 50 years old and I am definitely in it. And there's a lot of things I've learned. So I'm just going to start that I didn't know that I was going into perimenopause, or whatever you want to call it, which happens before you're in full on menopause, which means you get your period still every once in a while. And during the same time, I had a whole bunch of injuries happening. Well, it turns out some of the side effects of perimenopause not only is weight gain and starting that emotional roller coaster, but it's also it can be weakening to your bones if you're not taking care of yourself. And at that time, I wasn't not taking care of myself. I just wasn't super concerned about it because it started at about age 46. And I was healthy, fit, working out, teaching several classes a week, and fitness classes, that is, a week, and eating relatively well. And I was a good weight. And so, yeah, I had one injury, and then they just snowballed into 6 injuries total until I finally said, I can't work out anymore. I have to stop and just let my body heal, because I just kept gaining more weight and I kept working out at the same intensity, or I tried to do the same intensity as when I was, 30 pounds lighter. So that is one of the side effects that I did not know about. Another one, which was disturbing, I happened to be living back in Minnesota when this was all, when the main part of menopause started. Another side effect or consequence, or whatever you want to call it, of menopause is incontinence. So that's fun. I actually was staying at my mom's house for a few months, and I just put it to stress. I was like, what is happening? Why can I not hold my bladder at all anymore? So it wasn't like, number 2 incontinence. It was always just number 1, but still unnerving when you're 47 years old. And so, yeah, it turns out that is a side effect of moving into menopause. Okay. Luckily, that went away. So that went away when I was 48. So I had it for about a year. And I was just like, dude, why is this happening? But then I started doing a whole bunch of research. Then I realized, dude, you're in menopause. So do some research, figure it out. Doctors don't tell you a whole lot. They want to put you on some hormone pills and all this stuff, or this shot you can get in your hip that's some kind of pellet or whatever. And I just am not down with things that are not natural. I'd really rather go the natural route, like figuring out what I need to eat differently, how I need to move my body differently. Are there natural supplements that I can take? And it turned out there was a natural supplement I could take. Black cohosh. If you've not heard of it, check it out if you're in menopause or perimenopause. Very good for hot flashes. However, I also found one that's a little bit more robust that has other things in it that deal with more of the hormone craziness that's happening. And I'm going to go into a vlog at a later time to tell you how I know for sure it's working. But yeah, more on that later. So check out Black Cohosh. Check out what these side effects are. If you have weird things that are happening to you now and you're like in your mid 40s, actually even earlier, some people will go even earlier, some people later. So if things are changing and you don't understand why they're changing, start researching it. Weight gain is a big one for many people, not everybody. There's a lot of people who have never had a weight issue their whole life. And most likely, menopause is not going to put weight on those people. That is not how they're going to feel it. Probably, they'll have other things, but those that have struggled with weight or have kind of been up and down a little bit most of their adult life, even people who maybe lost weight when they were young, like in their 20s or 30s, and have kept it off for 15 years, you could see a weight gain more easily than people who have just kind of been thin their whole life. That was me. So I had kept my weight off for first time like 12 years, and then I gained some weight, and then there's a lot of reasons behind that, which we'll go into that in another one, not about menopause. And then I lost the weight again pretty easily, kept it off, and it was off for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden menopause hit, and I didn't change a thing, but I started gaining weight and I could not get it off. And you know me, I like to work out, and even amping up the workouts did nothing. And so you just want to check those things out. Again, hot flashes is a side effect. I also had a change in appetite. My sweet tooth went crazy. Like, I've always liked sweets, but when this was happening, especially when I got into full menopause, pretty much I had to have sweets every day. And it was just like a passion. I don't know if that's what I want to call it, but it was a big deal. Like I wouldn't get past it. I'd have to just eat something, or I wouldn't get past it. I couldn't focus at work and whatever. Which, by the way, is another side effect, is getting very foggy in the brain and not being able to keep your focus, kind of feeling like you've moved into this ADD type feeling of if you've never had ADD, like how it's described. I've had a lot of students who had ADD, so I was like, wow, this must be what they feel like, because I just couldn't focus. I was all over the place. Again, I've taken natural supplements, and I'll be bringing my supplements to another vlog for you. But why did I get on that? I don't know. See, this happens. But I know why. The sweets. Which, if you've seen my vlogs about my hypnosis, I've not had a sweet since the day I started hypnosis, which is mind-blowing to me, considering I was having at least one sweet a day. And I'm talking about I'm not just talking about like one little Hershey's Kiss. I'm talking about like a full-on piece of cake from Publix Market. If any of you know Publix, they got big pieces of cake. That alone is like 800 calories. It's ridiculous what I was doing. So no surprise that I lost 5.8 pounds in a week because I didn't have any sweets. So anyway, just care for yourself. Give yourself some patience. I will tell you one other thing is, when I was younger and I had people in my workout classes who would say, I just can't lose weight, it's menopause. I was like, what a ridiculous excuse. Like, literally, that's what was going through my head. And I'm like, dude, do something about it. And no, it's actually real. I was trying to do something about it, and I have been struggling with it for the past 4 years. And it ain't no joke, man. And it makes your confidence go into the toilet, potentially. Well, it did for me, because I felt like I was losing control. I felt like I was kind of like, dude, is this it for the rest of my life? Is this what I'm going to be like? This kind of a mess? And because I didn't understand why it was happening until I was already a couple of years in. And by that point, my confidence is lower. I've gained, 40 pounds, and it's tough to bring yourself out of it if you don't have tools and support people and understanding of what's happening. Remember when you first got your first period, or right around when you first got your first periods, is you became this chaotic emotional mess, potentially. And when it was over, you were like, I was a crazy person. I mean, not even when you first got it, even into my teens, I still felt like that, because I didn't put it together with, I'm PMSing. I didn't have that kind of education to talk me through, oh, wow, I got to count out 28 days. So I am prepared for the next time I'm going to be a crazy person, and I can't control it. Because when you're in the moment, you don't even realize what's happening until you get older and you can start having some self-reflection. But when you're 12 years old getting a period, you have no idea. You feel like a crazy person, and you are just completely emotional. Well, that's what I was feeling like at the beginning of menopause. And I was like, what is happening? I don't understand what's going on. And I was up and down. So Anyway, I could ramble on and on about this, but we are almost at the 10-minute mark and I don't want to hold up your day. So I am going to do another vlog in a few days about supplements that I have implemented because of getting older, not just menopause, but just getting older. Again, like I said, I'm 50 years old and things change. It is what it is. So, but I'm feeling pretty hot today, if I tell you the truth, which is why I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a place outdoors to have a little snack, just a snack or whatever at some restaurant. I have no idea. Maybe I won't stop. We'll see. COVID is still in full effect. So anyway, cheers. I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day. And thank you guys so much for subscribing. I look forward to talking to you again. And let me know if there's anything I can help you with. This is Barbara signing off. Thank you for everything. Take care.